colourless day of football. Far from it, in fact, as you'll see in the next hour, as we bring you two games from the second division and one from the third that between them produced exciting football and 14 goals. The main match, Charlton Athletic against Hull City, and our guest from that game, Derek Hales, the Charlton striker who just can't stop scoring goals. Backed up, in fact, by a 7-goal extravaganza as Nottingham Forest face Sheffield United. And then from the third division, Brighton and Hove Albion, their visit to Bury. But first of all, we need to go down to South London, to the Valley, the home of Charlton Athletic, with the flag flying proudly there, but also with a special visitor, a 4.5-month-old lioness named Lisa. You might say it was a nifty bit of upstaging of Hull City there, because they, of course, are known as the Tigers. And certainly Lisa seemed very much at home there, even in the goal mouth. I wonder how Derek Hales would feel about trying to put one past her. So much then for the Lioness, because now here come the Tigers, out to face a Charlton side that scored 6 in their last home game, and here's the Charlton team. Wood in goal, a back four of Berry, Giles, Curtis and Warman. In the middle, Bowman, Hunt and Peacock. And then up front, Powell, Hales and Flanagan, with Hammond the substitute. The best known amongst the Charlton players, of course, these days, and indeed it's our guest today, Derek Hales, here you might say in his working clothes. 10 goals already to his credit this season. As for Hull City, this is their side. Wealands in goal, a back four of Daniel, Haigh, Croft and Vries. 4 in the middle as well, Hawley, Nisbet, Bremner and Galvin. And then up front, Sunley and Hemmerman with their substitute, Staniforth. First away game, of course, for their new signing from Leeds United, Bremner, the man they hope will spread his experience around the Hull City team. And the referee today at the Valley is Ken Baker from Rugby, and the crowd, just over 10,000, waits for the start.
So Hull City now kick off, attacking the goal to our left, in white shirts, black shorts. Charlton in their customary red with white shorts. Hull, who've not made a bad start to this season, lying 7th in the table, and with the impetus of Bremner hoping that they can go on improving on that. Well, that was a bad start there for Paul Haigh, the number 6. Daniel poised beneath this one, winning it well in the air. Nisbet giving it away there to Warman. Here's Flanagan now for Charlton. Hales waiting in the middle. Quick to spot that one. Well, he showed a lot of his qualities there. He's dynamite in the box, and he just put a little 3 or 4 yard sprint in that almost got him through. Good jump by Lisbury. Jim Giles. Hunt to Curtis. Galvin. I think we should see him performing much more in the middle of the field than down the left flank in his number 11 shirt. Bowman cutting that out. A little bit of aggression there, sending Colin Powell on his way for Charlton. Flanagan making a well-timed run. Oh my goodness, almost a goal, and really a beautiful run by Flanagan. That cross came floating in. Flanagan on the far side of the defence, but wide of the post. Powell. Now there's the acceleration. Might come through to Hales. He turns it on and very nearly got it back from Flanagan. That very nearly opened up a golden opportunity for Charlton Athletic. Peter Hunt doing well there. Galvin turning it back to Croft. Chip forward again towards Sunley, but Bob Curtis is there for Charlton. Hull's throw. Roger de Vries. Over 200 appearances he's made for Hull. He's been there some 6 or 7 seasons now. Well, he won't be very pleased with that throw, or indeed with the performance of Jeff Hemmerman, who really didn't come for it. Here's Powell. Now here's Hemmerman. Powell again. Little nick through there for Bowman. Croft away. Giles. to Jim Giles. And another corner to Charlton. That time off Stuart Croft. So the big number 5 that they bought from Exeter stays up. Colin Powell takes another corner for Charlton. Again, floated in there. Few headers there, and Hales! Well, what a tremendous goal-scoring record that fellow's got. As that corner came floating in again, they gave him a yard at the far side, and he's never likely to miss from that sort of range. Derek Hales putting Charlton 1-0 into the lead. 11 goals now in the last 11 games. 28 in the league last season. And really Charlton's insurance that you're always going to get a bit of excitement at the Valley when that fella in the number 8 shirt is playing. So it'll make everybody a little more positive, particularly Hull in defence, I would have thought. Berry tried to get that one away and couldn't. Nisbet certainly couldn't get on target with it. Haigh coming for this one. The blonde-haired lad with the Uli Hoeneß haircut. Warman back to Berry. Berry to Giles. Here's Bowman. Clipped in very well indeed there by Bowman for Flanagan. Hales again. Oh, and he missed his kick. So Haigh for Hull. Quarter out of half-time, 1-0. This is the fellow who's scored the goal, Derek Hales. Galvin. Bowman doing well to stick with him. Everybody claiming it's their ball. The linesman giving it to Hull. Roger de Vries. Chris Galvin. And Colin Powell for Charlton. To Hales. A little touch for Hunt. Powell again. Long raking stride. Warman. Powell has continued his run. And Warman couldn't quite pick him up, but now he has. Well, he's gone past him. And he's got a good cross in. Oh, what a goal! Hales again! A masterly goal by the man who always seems to get them. Derek Hales. Colin Powell coming across to congratulate him. And Powell's work in it was tremendous. Down that left-hand side, jimping and darting and finally getting it across. And what about that for a volley on the turn? Derek Hales' his second goal and the second for Charlton, with 32 minutes gone. A brilliant goal by the man who takes his tally now to 12 for the season. But unquestionably the man who made it, Colin Powell, switching wings superbly and finding a lovely pass for his number 8. Now there's a lot for Hull to do. They've got a corner. Well, it looked to me as though the last person to touch it was de Vries. Galvin with that little cross. Hales right back there, heading it away now. Haigh, Nisbet. That's a good shot, but a little too high. A long way out. That's the Charlton pitch. Good deal more composed and happier. Peacock finding this man, Powell again. Curtis sprung a few people forward of Charlton. Bowman towards Flanagan. Hales is there. Now it's Flanagan again. Gone past Croft, and Nisbet had to knock that one away for another Charlton corner. Beginning to turn on the style a bit, Charlton, and it really is their style to come forward in numbers, and it's the style and always has been of their manager, Andy Nilsson. Change the corner technique this time as Flanagan takes it. Instead of Colin Powell dinking it towards the near post and the number 2 Les Berry, it's Flanagan curling in swingers. It's a better looking one. Berry in fact got the header in there. Warman had it kicked off the line by Croft, and Hull were all over the place. The header came in, Berry did well, and Warman almost forced it over the line. Warman with a throw. Very nearly scored a 3rd goal. Here's Hales, who's got 2 already. Berry almost got in there with a shot. Bremner going in hard. Hales coming in again. And it's really all hands to the pumps in that Hull City defence at the moment. And a corner. Charlton athlete. Paul Haigh having plenty to say for himself. Cross with a certain amount of the slack marking in the Hull City defence. Everyone knows they've got enough problems already. Powell and Peacock there, and it's Powell who takes the corner. Backward header there, and Berry forced it almost over the line. A good save that time by Wealands. Again, they're pushing all their defenders up, and as that one came in, the number 2 Les Berry almost forced it over the line. Galvin, Hawley on the far side. Daniel. A little chip in again towards Sunley. Berry went with him very well, got the header in. Hemmerman. Now Peacock. Flanagan's glancing header, if Hales can get there, and he can. Well, that was very nearly an excellent ball. Unfortunately for him, it fell for the Vries. Galvin. Nisbet. Now Daniel as we come to injury time at the end of the first half. Sunley. And now Hawley. Fair little chip in there towards Galvin. Well, are they going to get something? Yes, they have, right on half-time. Hull have pulled one back through Chris Galvin. And really, there seemed to be no danger when that ball came floating in, and there'll be an inquest in that Charlton defence as to how it was that Galvin could have room on that far post and whacked it in to the roof of that Charlton net. Charlton 2, Hull City 1. And the scorer, Chris Galvin. Well, it's a good moment to get back into the game as the whistle goes for half-time. Well, that'll certainly add a good deal of interest to that second half. After Derek Hales had put Charlton firmly in the driving seat with a simple header and then a superb volley. The number 11 there for Hull City, Chris Galvin, getting one back, as you saw, right on half-time. So a lot more to come on the big match this afternoon, and quite an entertaining second half in prospect here as well. The half-time score then at the Valley in this second division game, Charlton 2, Hull City 1. We'll be right back with the second half. Welcome back to the Valley then. Keith Peacock here. Quite a reunion, in fact, for him, because he played against Billy Bremner here on this ground 12 years ago when Leeds came down to play Charlton in the second division. But there's nothing very sentimental about the meeting really this afternoon. Both sides out for points. At the moment it's Charlton leading by 2-1. And getting a free kick straight away for that foul on Richie Bowman. Real tough little midfield player, this blonde-haired number 10. Peacock will take the free kick. Hales making a run towards the near post. A man who's on a hat-trick, of course. Warman. Well, that wasn't his favourite foot. Galvin giving it away to Powell. Another free kick. No, nothing given there. Curtis, and now Billy Bremner. Hunt coming up behind to dispossess him. Good determined play there by Peter Hunt, but unfortunately the pass wasn't a very good one at the end of it. Hemmerman putting it to Galvin. Cut out by Curtis. Back to his goalkeeper, Jeff Wood. Crowd getting a little restless. Very scrappy first 11 minutes of the second half, but a great ball there from Bob Curtis. If Mike Flanagan can get onto it, and he might yet. Oh, and a good save there by Wealands. Oh, and just pushed wide by Derek Hales. Well, Charlton nearly made something out of nothing there, but what a great ball from Bob Curtis. Flanagan was onto it, he slipped, he picked himself up, he brought out a good save from Wealands, and Derek Hales was what? A yard away from getting a hat-trick. Sunley after this. Played here for Daniel. Well, the shot was charged down by Curtis, and it was as well that he was. He was allowed to go a long way. Flanagan now. Warman. With the throw for Hull. Finding Stuart Croft. Oh, Bowman went in there and could have injured himself badly, and he took the risk, and in fact he got nothing out of it as Roger de Vries brings it up now and finds Billy Bremner for Hull. Bremner giving it away. Now Bowman. Bremner after him. Oh, quite a collision there between Bowman and Bremner. Hunt, beautiful ball. Warman. Good strong challenge by Hawley and a bit of shirt pulling, and in fact the whistle had gone for the foul in the first place apparently by Hawley on Warman. And a free kick to Charlton. Peacock telling Flanagan to get down that wing. Now it's with Powell. Now it's with Flanagan. Got his cross in well. Hales with a header. Oh, they very nearly gave away something there. Flanagan's little cross. Hales given room inside the area again. Got down on his knees to head it. And it could so easily have been turned into goal by a Hull defender. Hunt. Berry winning it in the air. Peacock nodding it on. Flanagan. Oh, nicely into the path of Hales. Is this the hat-trick for him? It could be. No, he hit the post. My goodness, he couldn't have got closer. He did so well. He rounded them all. He dummied and he shot. The goalkeeper saved it, pushed against the post, and Hales denied again. Being hustled into that error by Billy Bremner. Hull still only this 1 goal down. Oh, and it could so easily have been level there, as Galvin's shot was only held at the second attempt by Jeff Wood, and Hemmerman was very nearly in to prod the loose ball into the net. So Sunley's coming off.
Number 12, and number 9, Sunley.
Going off, and here is Gordon Staniforth coming on. Oh, this might be the chance for Staniforth, just over the top. Well, Giles and Curtis got themselves in a tangle there, trying to get it back to Wood, and the little substitute nipped in and just nicked it over the goalkeeper's head. But unfortunately for him as well, just over the crossbar too. And that really has got to be a warning to Charlton in the 12 minutes or so that remain. Badly need a third goal. Croft winning it in the air. Giles winning that one as well. Here's Bremner. Telling Hawley to get down the wing. It's with Daniel. Bremner making a run as well. That's a nice ball played for Billy Bremner. And Wood's in a bit of trouble. Got it in the second time just before Hawley got in. But that was the great influence there of Billy Bremner. Making a lovely dash down there. The ball was played nicely for him by Daniel. And his cross had Wood in a bit of trouble. Staniforth. Crowd are howling for Charlton to get the ball away from the danger area as Daniel plants it in there again. Here's Hawley. Daniel again. Nisbet. Taken nicely by Flanagan, but only at the expense of a corner. And for this, they've brought up their big number 5. Stuart Croft coming up. Galvin's going to take it. Played short to Daniel. Nice cross again. Oh, and it went against the crossbar. Across against the crossbar there from Hemmerman. Floated in very nicely indeed by Galvin. And Hull really have had no luck in this last 5 minutes. Hales beautifully timed run again. Really stretching those legs. Brought down free kick. Really is supercharged over the first 10 yards. Robitaille in a defence that gives him a yard or two in the box. Down go the socks, off come the pads. Charlton prepared to take this free kick. 5 minutes to go. Peacock's going to take it. Hales looking for a hat-trick. Berry coming up fast from the back. 6'2" defender. It won't reach him. And it's there by Hales. It's his hat-trick. Pads in one hand, arm aloft, ball in the back of the net. As that came across the face of the Hull goal, it didn't look as though it would possibly get to Hales, but it did on the far side, and again he got in low. Past Wealands into the back of the net. Charlton 3, Hull 1. And a goal that Charlton really needed because Hull had been coming back so hard at them. Free kick for Charlton. That just about makes it safe for them. The last seconds of the game now. Curtis going forward to take that ball from Powell. Played back again for Colin Powell. Little dummy. Not a good cross. Hawley. Well, thank you very much, says Curtis. Given to him by a Hull player. There's the cross coming in. Hales with a header. Blow me, he was no more than a yard away from his 4th goal. The ball badly given away by Hull. Curtis's cross tailor-made again for Derek Hales. A glancing header just beyond the far post. Hull coming as 7th in the table. They'll lose a place or two now, I would think, as they are beaten here tonight by 3 goals to 1. All 3 goals for Charlton Athletic, coming from the man who knows all about scoring. Derek Hales taking his tally with those 3 today to 13 for the season, and still increasing further the price on his head. Chris Galvin having scored the sole goal for Hull City right on the stroke of half-time. So, final scoreline at the Valley, Charlton 3, Hull 1.
And it's a victory that takes Charlton into the top half of the table now, in 7th place, in fact. And here's the man whose goals really made it possible. Welcome to Derek Hales. Derek, before we talk about you, though, let's talk basically about the game, because it looked as a couple of times as though you could run riot there, Charlton, and yet you were struggling a bit there towards the end until you got that last goal. Is that the way Charlton always seem to keep their fans on tenterhooks?
Well, we seem to do it a hell of a lot, but we was 2 up and plain sailing, really, and like you seen the game, we could have been 5 or 6 up with a bit of luck. And then all of a sudden, one little lapse. I think it initially come from me.
Yeah.
I tried a long cross ball to Paddy Bell with my bad foot, and it didn't make it. I know it's gone from the halfway line. It was a long cross, and the fella was on his own, and then that was just for half time, and then you're on your haunches, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially with the away sides, they come out and they've got a chance, and for 20 minutes or so we never got into it in the second half.
Must be a nice side for you to play in, actually, Charlton, because you believe in attacking. That's always been Andy Nelson's policy.
Yeah,
so you get plenty of scope, don't you?
Well, it does. It's a pleasure playing, really. I think if we didn't attack so much, I wouldn't get so many chances and I wouldn't score so many goals. But it's a nice way of playing, anyway.
Yeah. And you've got, what, 29, is it, in the last 29 games, I'm told? 13 now this season. No end to it, really, is there?
Yeah. I wish I could do it every week. I'm Royal Rovers or something.
But in fact, you got close to that magic 30 goals last year, and you must be hoping that you can do that this year.
Well, I'll keep earning my money, and that's why I earn my money. I get a few goals and it pays the mortgage and whatever.
A lot of people say, you know, surely he could also get him in the First Division. I mean, Charlton say you're not for sale. But do you have a hankering to play in the First Division?
Oh, I'd like to. I think when you're playing in the game, you might as well go to the top wherever you can. But that's for the club to decide.
But before you finish, Derek, I mean, you would see yourself maybe giving the First Division a go.
I'd like to have a go if someone give me the opportunity. But while I'm in the second, I've just got to keep doing my job. So.
Well, you do your job fantastically well in the penalty area, as we saw yesterday again with that hat-trick, and I'm sure you'd like to see those 3 goals again. The first one, of course, from another of these delicate little corners of Colin Powell. Tell us about this goal now, Derek.
Well, we do a lot of these things in training from corners and that, and the governor was having a go at us yesterday that we haven't really scored as many as we should have done in corners, and he said that we have to have a bit more movement. But there's a little flick on there from Phil Warman, and we've worked it so many times, it just copybook stuff really now.
But this is a marvellous goal. I didn't realise until we looked at it again today just what a part Colin Powell played in. There he is, number 7, right on his own goal line. Now just watch that number 7 go. Your little touch coming up there. But tell us about Colin Powell, because there he is again on the ball.
Yeah, it's magic, Paddy, when he gets...
Look at him go there.
Road runner.
Call him the road runner.
Yeah, well, I think he is. When he gets going, I don't think there's many that can keep up with him.
Nice dummy coming up here.
Yeah, a little left foot. It's on his bad foot as well. I'm surprised it come across.
Was that your good foot?
Yeah, that's my good foot, yeah. It was Paddy's bad one.
Actually, I tell you what, it had almost a look of Gert Muller about that one.
Yeah, a lot of people said I look a bit like him. So I'm short and stocky and bandy-legged and airy and one thing and another.
Well, I tell you what, you've also made some marvellous runs from the middle of the field. People who say you only do your work in the penalty area are wrong, because that was a beautifully timed run. And there were several of those yesterday, Derek, and he just nicks you there, doesn't he?
I'm glad you said that, Brian. You see the game, I didn't do so bad yesterday.
And then this is the third, led in fact from this free kick to the third
well,
goal.
it's another thing with little free kicks, like And it come off there, fella, yeah. Thanks very much. No.
Have you set yourself a target for this season in terms of goals?
No, not really. I think if you're playing and everything considered, if you can get 20, I said the last time I was on this, get 20 goals. But if you get 20, you're doing your job. And then when you get 20 about Christmas time, you've got
a chance of getting the 30.
You've got a chance of getting the 30, yeah.
Derek, thanks very much for coming in today, and it was a real pleasure to see a fellow whacking the balls into the back of the net as you did yesterday, even though Hull City may not agree. And I hope it goes on as well for you this season. Thanks a lot, Derek.